If I had a penny for every time someone talked about the 4 domains to me, I'd be very rich. This video is going to look at the 4 domains from a coaching perspective, because there is so much in there that we can interpret and decipher about the skills that are necessary from those statements that are on the left-hand side of the Looking at Our Schools document. So I've taken some of the key points for this video, and the last slide will talk about, from a coaching perspective, what necessary soft skills the Looking at Our Schools document values and promotes in our school leaders. So the first domain is leading, teaching and learning. School leaders promote a culture of improvement, collaboration, innovation and creativity. You know that phrase, in teaching, learning and assessment. So it's really important to the department and to all of our partners in education that a leader of a school has that, growth mindset that will not only improve themselves, but they'll improve others around them, and they'll do it in a variety of ways. They'll foster a commitment to inclusion, equality of opportunity, and the holistic development. Okay, so reading between the lines there, obviously inclusion, the focus now on including every ability and every need that the children have should be aware, teachers should be aware and ready to include them at every opportunity in the classroom. Manage the planning and implementation of the curriculum. Obviously, all of our planning, keeping an overall view on the challenges, on what's coming up in the school, and all of the, paperwork and the necessary requirements. Foster teacher professional development. Now, this is an area that some of my clients struggle with, because when they are focusing on their own career, okay, they're doing webinars and things, but to help one another out and include others around them and kind of share ideas of different things that they could be doing to improve their careers is something that sometimes people don't have, forward planning for. And when obviously a principal of a school or a leader of a school is trying to build up a good team around them, that's something that's really important as well, is that we're all upskilling on the journey towards success in schools. The second one, managing the organisation. Again, these are your statements here. Establish an orderly, secure and healthy learning environment. In the middle of COVID, when I was helping my clients prepare for interviews, making sure the whole sanitizing and the routines were in place was a big thing in order for children to feel safe, parents to feel safe. So again, that's something that you can reference in your interviews, is how clean your classroom is, the different steps that yourself and your school have taken to make sure that everything was safe. Do your children come in knowing that you're going to listen to them? Are their opinions respected? So creating that orderly, again, are you organized? How do you show that you're organized? What do you do? Healthy learning environment. Do the children have the necessary resources, the necessary means to learn in a healthy way or in a good way? Managing challenging and complex situations. So school leaders have to be very diplomatic. They have to be very good with people. That demonstrates equality, fairness and justice. Okay, if that doesn't happen, it's a very easy way to get people's backs up. So remember, think back for yourself. Is that something that you have? Is that something that you need to work on? Or is that something that you're quite good at? You're naturally quite good at? Develop and implement a system to promote professional responsibility and accountability. Again, what does that mean for you? How do you do that within your staff? How do you promote professional responsibility? How do you enable others to believe that they are doing the right things for their classes and to empower them to be able to create changes? Leading school development, they communicate the guiding vision of the school and lead its realization. Every year, my clients, when they hear about the vision for the school, it's an area that's kind of a bit wishy-washy for them, because they're actually not sure what the school stands for when you're applying for jobs from education posts. So does your school I suppose promote that? Is it aware? Have you had those professional conversations that you all know that you can pinpoint the exact vision for the school for the next 4 or 5 years or the next coming school year? Lead the school's engagement in a continuous process of self-evaluation. And do they build and maintain relationships with parents and other schools and the wider school community? I see there's some little little changes there need to be made. Okay, so again, is your professional network just the people that you have on your staff, or are there others outside of it? So that's something that you need to, I suppose, encourage yourself to reach out to others, to offer guidance, to connect with people. And in what ways can you do that? Manage, lead, and mediate change to respond to the evolving needs of the school and to changes in education. So again, by reflecting on that. So the last one here, second last one, they critique their practice. So I think we're all very au fait with being a reflective practitioner. So does that actually happen for you? Do you take time to reflect on, well, since September time, the children in my class now have X, Y, and Z skills they're better at, or it would have been better if I, whatever it is. Do you take that time to do that? Empower staff to take on and carry out leadership roles. We all love to be the leaders, I think, of our classrooms and our teaching and learning. But that's really important as well, is that, are you able to release some control to help others to feel good about themselves and to take on something that they're probably very good at? Promote and facilitate the development of student voice, student participation, and student leadership. We'll come back to that because that's a very core central point. And build professional networks with other school leaders. And then, from a coaching perspective, so this is what I love to do as a coach, the Looking at Our Schools refers mostly to soft skills. So some of those soft skills are relationship building, relationship with parents, relationship with others, other school principals, relationship with staff. They care that parents, staff, and pupil voice is heard. Not every candidate will have developed the necessary leadership skills yet. So that is something to remember. Even though you might want the job, perhaps there's still room for growth there, because the Looking at Our Schools document is a huge document, and it requires constant reference to be able to say, do you know what, actually, that's something that I don't have just yet. Be passionate that you fully understand and align with the school vision. So passion, okay? Do you love what you do? Are you so enthusiastic about stepping to that next level? Can delegate. Okay, so I know I've had quite a number of clients who find delegation difficult, asking others to do things. Okay, so maybe working on their delegation skills is a room for professional growth. Can plan forwards and empower colleagues, and have high levels of emotional awareness and can manage their emotions. So thinking about those things, they would be things that we would talk about maybe in a coaching conversation to, I suppose, facilitate further professional development in teachers.